you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take
5. So there's last two series I want to talk about going to the West. Of course, Thunder and Mavs, and of course, the Game 7 between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. So we got a big one tonight. Back against the wall, Dallas leads 3-2 on the Thunder. How have y'all felt about, the throws of this series, and what do y'all think is going to happen in this game tonight?
I mean, you already remember what my take was last season. I was just a season too early. Does anybody remember that take?
And
who I had winning the championship?
Was it the Mavericks?
He did.
I had the Mavericks winning the championship.
Before they had Kyrie?
Buddy.
No, as soon as they got Kyrie, that was my take.
They didn't
got Kyrie in the middle of the season.
And I was clowned for half a season, whatever. I was clowned for half a season straight.
They didn't make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah,
you deserved that.
They didn't even make the postseason.
Did they make the playoffs this year?
They
got
a good team.
Same team.
Everything is not the same team. We literally got on the podcast. We got on the podcast at the trade deadline. I remember me and Morgan were talking about who won the trade deadline. We brought up the Mavericks. They got PJ Walker. They added center Gafford. They got much better.
Those are major pieces.
They got way better.
Those folks are playing their role extremely well.
So my take is just wiped away because PJ Walker and Gafford were the missing piece, and now all of a sudden,
yes. If you had said,
let's not downplay the moves that were made. Like
I'm saying, and Ian is also guilty of this, bro. Folks love to downplay the moves. It's the little things like that that'll take like a Cavs team that has everything. Like it be the little pieces that'll take you over the top, just like the Mavs did. Like the Mavs were not near as good as a team they are right now at the trade deadline.
I mean, I don't know how y'all are talking about downplaying moves when I was the one that said
save them and give them 30 the other game. They're down in this series badly to some young folks.
Yeah.
But how are y'all going to talk about downplaying moves when I'm the one that said as soon as they got Kyrie that they would win the championship? Is that not the opposite of downplaying moves?
That was like 4 moves ago.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? They were still like the skeleton of this team adding Kyrie. Like,
dude, it was something like Kyrie, maybe Tim Hardaway, Luka, Grant Williams.
Yeah,
I guess it would have been.
They weren't going to win. That team wasn't going to win.
That wasn't going to get it done. Like, I'm sorry.
And like, you got to think.
Never getting it done.
Think about it. You can see how big these moves were. You can see the impact of these moves. They went from like a lower tier defensive team to the number one. They were the number one defensive team, I'm pretty sure, in the second half of the season. Like that's a real stat. With Luka and Kyrie on the team, they were the number one defensive team after trade deadline.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I called it. They're going to the Western Conference Finals. They're gonna play against the Timberwolves. So yeah, I know ball.
Yeah. All right. But I will say, I don't know that they'll beat the Thunder. I feel like they're a better team currently than the Thunder, but just how like these playoffs have gone, you don't really know what's going to happen. The Thunder could win this game tonight, and then it's game 7 OKC, and that's 50-50. But the Mavericks have played really well. They got really good, and this has been my favorite series, or I don't know, just the West in general. These Nuggets series and these little Thunder series have been really fun to watch.
West has been much better than the East. Like we all are in agreement about that. Like,
yeah.
Which y'all got? Thunder or Mavs? Who y'all got?
Mavs.
I got Mavs.
Just because they have 2 games to win. 2 games to win one. Like I just like the odds of doing that. Obviously they want to win tonight. Like you don't want to go back to OKC. I know that stadium's going to be rocking for a game 7. But I think the experience of the Mavs will probably win out tonight. We have an NBA champion, a 1B guy like Kyrie. And then obviously Luka Doncic, he played his first great game, the last game. Like his first Luka playoff game, that came in the last game. And if he continues that and Kyrie plays well, I think that wins tonight.
Yeah, I think Kyrie needs to get off in the first half. I think that's what really sets them back. I feel like they're what Morgan? That's true. Like he just
like he's
the first half.
I just think he's playing his role though. He's playing his role.
Yeah, but
he's kind of letting all the other guys. He's letting everyone else settle in. Yeah. And like even some of the games that you said Kyrie played bad, like when you were texting the chat, like I didn't agree. Like I just thought it wasn't a typical Kyrie game because he didn't get 30. That's different. It doesn't mean you're playing bad though. Like I think he got his teammates involved. Like he's playing defense. Like he did a lot of good things.
Yeah, but what do we know Kyrie for? We know him to score the ball.
It doesn't matter what we know him for. Though. That's what I'm saying. You can still play well, like outside of what you're known for.
He can play well, but I feel like the ceiling's a lot higher if he's out there giving you 30. He can still.
I mean, you can't call a guy 1B and then he comes out and gives you nine points. Like
he gives you 9 and 9 and 7 or something, and it was like,
no, that's not good. That's not him. No, we can't. He knows that's not a good night for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he did the other things trying to rectify the issue with his shot or whatever it was, but like, we can't
shoot that much though.
I mean, that's his fault. Like, whose fault is that? Like, you can't do that.
You think that he's afraid?
No.
What are you?
I think you're right. I think you're right. But
I think there's a reason to why he's approaching the game like that. And like, if they're winning with him doing that, why does it matter? Like,
they didn't win.
Yeah, that's one game though. And then we came back the next game and they did win, and he had a similar night. Like,
bro, that's a game where you had then they have 25 from PJ. The role players were playing. They were hooping. Like nah, bro.
All of those can't happen in one night. I'm just saying, Kyrie's not going to get 40. Luka's not getting 40. Kyrie's not getting 40. And PJ Washington's not getting 30 in the same night. That's not going to happen. So,
okay. Anywho, let's go ahead and break this down. So, we watched the series between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves back against the wall. I believe they were in Minnesota, though. That's the only caveat to this. They came out like feral dogs. Wolves even, and no pun intended. Jokic, he wasn't fast enough. Jamal Murray, he laid a complete egg. Michael Porter Jr., he laid a complete egg as well. He's not the light-skinned KD. All I'm saying is when you put these young teams, when you have them pinned on the hardwood, if what have you, there's something in them that ignites. All right. It becomes bigger than basketball. It becomes about, listen, I'm not trying to go out bad. We work this hard, right? I'm not as tired as, some of these 36-year-olds, these 30-whatever-year-olds that are on the other side. We're going to get after it and play. So I think the Thunder are going to come out playing inspired basketball. This is the only caveat, Sultan. All right. What's your boy Shea Gilgeous average in the regular season? Do you remember? Just
30.
points. Just points.
31, 30.
Okay, and what is he averaging now?
30, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
It's not good enough when it comes playoff time, right? All I'm saying is that it's good. Like, it's fine, right? That's do the same thing you did regular season. That's fine. That's great that you're doing that. But it's got to be 40 tonight. It's got to be 45 tonight in order to get this team over.
I don't agree.
Just one second, because listen to me now. Your game has to go up a notch when it comes playoff time. We're seeing that from Ant-Man. We're seeing that from Brunson. You know what I'm saying? We're even seeing that from Jokic. It has to be taken up a notch in order to get your team over these so-called humps. It's been steady. It's been good, right? Enough to get you to this point. But now our backs are against the wall. So I need to see personally, because we know he's capable of doing this throughout the year. He's played well through the playoffs. We can't say much about Shea anymore, right? I need to see that 40 to 45 to get them over the hump, especially if J-Dub is still, laying an egg and playing.
Yeah. What's the name? I'll say from a points per game perspective, you are right. Like, usually players of his caliber will go up a little bit, but I feel like his game has gotten better just in the defensively and rebounding and assist wise. Like, he averages 8 plus rebounds and assists and averaged 5 and 5 in the regular season. And he averages 2 steals and 2 blocks, dude. He's out there.
I don't think he's defending well though. That's my take. I'm just saying. I like the numbers are good, but it's not that he's defending bad. But
he's got other people that are guarding the primary guys as well for the most part.
Facts. Like he's guarding like the who's guarding him, Derek Jones Jr.'s and the PJ Washingtons of the team. So like, I don't know. Those guys are getting off a bit on him, but it's like he's asked to do a lot on offense, so I kind of get it.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? It's and people do adjust well to this usually, not like Julius Randle, but people that are good, like through the playoff double and triple teams and, you know, scheming and zones and all that. Like he's still efficiently averaging 30. I feel good about how Shea has played in the playoffs.
Go ahead.
I agree with what both of y'all are saying. Like, I think Shea's played very well in the playoffs, but I do agree with Morgan. For them to win the series, I think that he does have to take it up like one notch. Like, similarly to the game where they came back, like, I can't remember what's game 3 or 4 or whatever, and he closed the game out.
It was the last game, the game before the last
game before where they won. Yeah, no, he had a signature closeout.
Where he closed the game out. Like, he needs to have – it doesn't even have to be that he gets 50 or whatever, but, like, when it gets to that, like to those crucial time periods in the game, like we all know it, we watch the game. Like when it gets to the points where it's very tight and you need baskets, a string of baskets in a row, like he's gonna have to be the guy to take you there. So
yeah, and he did.
He did well.
Capable of doing that, and he did do that one game. Like
he did well. So
I will say though, just by averaging 30, like we all know that going into the playoffs, the competition steps up, the defense steps up. The double teams are going to start to come. So just even by averaging what he did in the regular season is him stepping his game up.
Yeah,
in a sense, but like we do expect guys to go up. Like you hear the great.
That's not fair to expect.
Like and it's hard. There's not much room to go up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting 30, that's face. But like there are guys who are doing it right now. Like Joker's numbers are up. Joker's numbers are up.
His numbers are up. He only averages like 22, 24 points in the playoffs. Like in the regular season. In the playoffs, he's getting shots up.
Joker's numbers are up. All the great players are up, except for like Luka.
Yeah, we still haven't got into this, but like, I mean, y'all say Shai Gilgeous isn't top 15 in the league, so if he's not top 15, where are we?
I have to count. He's probably top 15. Like he's definitely shown something. Like the point of us saying that was like he's never shown us anything thus far, and like now, like yes, like he's played well in the playoffs. But like if you do get bounced out in the second round, like that's not like that doesn't move me to think that you're just a great like best player of all time. I'm just saying like if you lose this series, it's not like he's like playing on a team who's inferior. Like his team's just as good as the team he's playing against. Like.
Let me add. Can I add something, Drew? Because I agree with you. I just want to add something to that.
Yeah.
So, is Brandon Ingram a good basketball player? What you think, man?
What?
No, fuck no. I'm sorry. Pardon my friend.
Again. So, wouldn't it be fair for us to say like we're not even moved by the fact that they beat Brandon Ingram led?
But we are doing a lot of talking like the Thunder have lost to the.
No, I said if they were to lose.
If they were to lose.
Yeah.
If they were to lose as a 1 seed and after playing a very weak Pelicans team, right? If they were to lose in 6 to the Mavericks, they could have lost. Actually, yeah. Is the 6? Yeah, this would be 6.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not
they
a Shai Gilgeous issue. It's
not
his young talent that he's with. He's running with Chet and J-Dub, who are both sophomores, and they look a little scared. But like, you know what I'm saying?
They played well and played bad some games. Like they're a bit up and down. But like I'm just saying,
they're very early. It's a very.
Hey, Drew, do we have this take?
You said
think we
definitely had? We definitely did. Like,
okay, I'm just making sure we did because again, like that 3-point shooter, you know, what type of team are you when the threes don't fall, right?
Exactly. And You got to think about it. The guys that we were comparing him to, it's not like they haven't done similar things. Like if he was to get bounced down the second round, why are we catapulting him over them?
MVP. I know y'all like to act like it doesn't matter.
Okay. Look.
How he's back-to-back first team All NBA.
Sultan.
Yeah.
We don't care. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like you get second MVP. Your team is first, and you get bounced out in the second round. We don't care. We can't care.
Yeah,
but
so
Kawhi Leonard will still be better.
If you're the first team,
Kawhi's old. Kawhi's old. Like let's be.
But he's still better though.
Bro,
right?
If Kawhi, I said that if Kawhi was healthy, Kawhi it's not even a factor anymore because he's not. Right, yeah, he doesn't play in the playoffs anymore. It's not a factor. That's fine. Like it's not. It's fine.
Yo,
but the other guys who we compared him to.
If you're the first seed, I get the youth and all that though. But like, come on now, aren't the expectations higher? Shouldn't they be?
Who's on the list? Can you see? Can I see?
What is the list of? Top 15?
Ja Morant and Devin Booker are on this list, bro.
Whoa.
Why are you acting like that?
Wait a minute.
It won't come up.
What has he done
Lillard
that they haven't?
Ja Morant are on.
Are you serious?
They're better than Shai Gilgeous right now.
I'm just asking.
They're on the same level.
No, Ja's hurt. Ja's hurt. The last time we saw Ja in the playoffs, he also went to a conference finals. Did he not?
I'm not going for the Ja. Not Ja.
Okay, 2 times ago.
Ja is better
2
than
times
Shai,
ago,
bro.
They're on the same level, in my
They
opinion.
are not on the same level at all.
They're on the same level. Shai is better. He's better.
They're more or differently.
Nothing. There's nothing. Nothing. I'm just gonna be real.
He scores better than Ja. He defends better than Ja.
He definitely does.
Please,
he definitely does.
Ja play makes better than Shai,
and he scores the ball very well too.
But he doesn't score better than fucking Shai. He doesn't.
He's a 2 guard and Ja's a 1. Okay.
You said what?
What are we talking about positions for?
Ja's a 1.
Bro, Shai plays the point guard. What are you even?
I understand that, but I'm saying Shai's a traditional 2 guard. He's like 6'6". Yes, like he has more.
Bro. In the modern NBA, the traditional 1 guard is 6'6". In 2024.
Okay, Ja Morant's like 6'3" or 6'2" or whatever he is, and he's a traditional point guard and is dominating in the scoring and facilitating fashion. Ja Morant is a dog. Like we can forget about it because he's been out for a year or whatever because he was playing with guns and got hurt. That's cool.
All right,
like,
bro.
I mean, I remember when he was playing.
In my eye, we can't have a today conversation. Talk about Shai's season here, and then compare him to Ja. We haven't seen Ja.
Devin Booker is on this list of people. Y'all.
Devin Booker took a team to a finals, so we just got to cut that out now.
Like
Devin Booker went to the finals, bro. Devin Booker did not lead the team to the finals.
He did lead the team.
Who led the team? Who led the team?
The best player,
bro. You can be the best
Chris
player
Paul?
and not be the leader of the team.
Did Chris Paul lead them to the finals?
He didn't lead the team.
Please answer us. Did Chris Paul lead them to the finals?
He did lead the team, but he's not better than Shai.
We watched Devin Booker last year go into the playoffs. Bro was averaging like 35. You know what I'm saying? Efficiently. What, bro?
And locking up. Like,
so we just saw Devin Booker play a playoff series with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, bro. We're talking about right now. We're talking about. We can't talk about Ja.
Devin Booker didn't get worse.
Devin Booker just got swept last week.
Last week. We have to talk about
the Suns team is the Suns team is just like terribly built.
And they played.
Let's be real. The Suns team is badly built.
I mean,
they have no point guard and no defense.
Wait.
We're not gonna use that as an excuse.
So bottom line,
he didn't play well.
So y'all think Devin Booker is better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
No,
I'm just saying you can't catapult him
over.
over.
Yes, all right.
We can't
catapult Shai. You can't catapult Shai over Devin Booker for losing in the second round. Like we have to be realistic about what's happening. If they lose,
Devin Booker lost in the first round with Kevin Durant on his team. Kevin Durant
in the same amount of time. Like y'all like to push. Wait.
One time he doesn't have Ayton and Chris Paul and all of these vets on his team. He's the oldest nigga on his team. He's 25 years old.
Dude,
right.
You know that Shai? Did you know that Shai is older than Luka and older than Trae Young?
So.
He's played in the league for 8 years. He's
Shai's team average age is lower than the University of North Carolina. Literally.
They're all grown. Like been in college for 7
Bro,
years.
they could have
Congrats.
played in the NCAA March Madness tournament this year. These dudes are actually younger than all of us on the podcast. So it's like,
Yo.